outside here, we can't place things. You can't place furniture or objects, but when you get into the Mermaid Show, you can place things. So what I'm doing at the moment is listening to the mermaid song, which gets interrupted whenever I pause, which is quite fun. So you can give yourself extra chests by basically putting stuff in here. When you move out of the night market, things are removed from this location and put onto the beach. By having a chest filled with stuff, I will get an additional 2 chests, because this chest, the contents of this chest is put into a new chest, and then this chest itself needs to be put somewhere, and that is put into a new chest. So if you just fill this area with furniture, you can basically give yourself 3 chests. I'm hopping in and out of a chair right now. Okay, thank you for letting me do that. That was actually quite cool. Wait, excuse me, I'm busy here. Excuse me. I need to use tables for doing this, because I can store things on tables. Let me start again. Hold up, yes, I know what you want, I know what you want. I'm paused. Oh, too big. Dang it. They've got, there we go, end tables. There's so much more I could be doing in here. Oh, it's locked. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Well, that was fun. 3 chests. Where are my end tables? The chests full of stuff gave me these chests, but the furniture itself in the mermaid house didn't. Okay, we have to go to Rarecrow's. We have to go to Alien Rarecrow's. Alright, we've now got some more storage. I'm sorry, what? Huh. I'm gonna sleep. I'll be able to place it down, pick it up, and then it'll go into the same pile. I'm gonna sleep because I want to see why these are different. Chest. This is an actual chest. Object, which is a chest. The chest that went into the chest was created as an object, not as a chest. A chest is a special kind of object, something that can store other things. Bounding box, scale, lid, frame, there, items there. Where this chest does not have that items tag, but by placing it down, it then became a chest. So now it's one of these ones. I can open it. If I put it straight into an inventory, it would stay like that. This is another stackable item. It looks the same, but it is another stackable item. I think that the way to get them is placing standard chests down in the night market, in the Mermaid Show and the Submarine, and then the chest that gets placed inside the other chest is an object, not a chest. Okay, what's next on the list? Sleeping. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Please enjoy our show. I kind of want to just leave the end tables there, but we do need to do some testing. Whose dumb idea was it to put tables on tables? I need something invisible to hold above my head. I can be part of the show. Now the alien Rarecrows are part of the song. What happens if I put hats on these ones? That's something to test next year. Okay, cool. Let's go see our handiwork. How many chests? Yes! Yes! Oh no! Of course! Okay, so I've got 4 chests here, and there's a separate lot of 4 chests there. These don't stack. Okay, sleep for next year. With it being useless placing the Rarecrows in, do we flood the mermaid area with end tables again? With furniture? Do we decorate? Wonder what we could put down for decorating. Rarecrow and hats. Hopefully the game is smart enough. Because the good thing about hats is you can just take the dresser with you. Rarecrows with hats on. Sprinklers with nozzles on. Alright, get us to winter. We've got testing to do. Mannequins. Let's see what happens with the Rarecrows first. So I looked at the code for how things are removed from the Mermaid Show and from the Submarine, and there was nothing in there around accounting for a held item. These Rarecrows can hold hats, these sprinklers can hold pressure nozzles and enrichers. I think that the item that goes into the chest is going to have a held item. I think that it will stack if it's the same held item. That's why I bought 2 of each of these sprinklers and 6 pressure nozzles, so these will go down with the pressure nozzles on top. And Rarecrows I'll put a whole heap down, most of them with top hats, but then I'll swap out, I'll do a few cowboy hats and the like. Let's do some testing. So we put these down. Do you want a bath? Yeah, just place a bunch of the top hats in. What is going on here? Something beautiful. Something absolutely beautiful. We are doubling the amount of chests that we have and potentially breaking how items are stored in chests. Potentially. I don't know how the game's going to do it. And as a bonus, we are constantly interrupting the mermaid song. Okay, I think that is that set up. We will leave it at that. What do we think is going to happen? 4 options. Hats will be taken off separately in the chest. Hats will be lost. They're completely gone. Can't get them back. Hats will say on the Rarecrows. So if we place the Rarecrows again, then the hats will be on there immediately. Something unexpected. Okay, it's done. Let's go see what we got. We've got a bunch of chests. We've got the sprinklers. Bunch of chairs. Hats. No nozzles. Okay, last thing to check. 1 stack of Rarecrows, not individual. Just to help with testing there, I'm going to put those over in there. The hat is on the Rarecrow. Look at that. The hat is on the Rarecrow. I think I could potentially duplicate something like a living hat. It's one stack. There's only going to be one type of hat available on this. Next question, does it stack? Let me take some of these out. I think I can duplicate hats. They stack together. They're not separate stacks. It's not going to affect Algo unless he wants to have separate chests of these. All 48 will have hats now, yes, and I'll prove that shortly. The answer for the options that we have, so hats will be taken off, hats will be lost, hats will stay in Rarecrow, something unexpected, the hats stayed on the Rarecrows. And the other thing I want to check, these. Yeah, they've still got the things on them. I think I can go duplicate my pressure nozzles. And the question is do all of these have hats? They all have hats. I hypothesize that I'll get the Rarecrow and the hat separately. Yeah. Really? I can't place furniture here? That's annoying. Excuse me, Elliot. Just using your house to put a dresser down. So this did lose the other hats. I had cowboy hats and white turbans on some Rarecrows. Those hats were lost. How much would this help year one money? Probably not at all. Pressure nozzles. Pressure nozzles. Is this infinite pressure nozzles? Enricher. An enricher on a sprinkler. Something in an enricher on a sprinkler. Does that duplicate? Do I want to duplicate like that? It's been a while since we've found something like this. It's cool. Okay. I want to see if I can get myself more than 6 pressure nozzles out of this. Okay, so can I get 132 pressure nozzles? So what I'm going to do is in this chest here, I'm going to put, let's go one in each of those two. So this is a pressure nozzled one. If I come up here and take, let's grab a couple, and then put these iridium sprinklers on top of that one. My hypothesis is that all 3 of the iridium sprinklers are going to have the iridium, the pressure nozzle on it. So put it in, take it out, and we go boom, boom. Okay, it lost it. It lost the pressure nozzle. Is the pressure nozzle still on this one? It is. It loses as you place it. It's got the pressure nozzle on it, but as you place, it loses it. And these will stack on top of each other. Okay, well there goes the enricher idea. Is there anything else that can hold an item? End tables can hold items, but from what we saw, the tables will remain. So the Rarecrows kept the hat. The sprinklers didn't keep the attachment. I wonder what happens for items like this, a crystallarium with an item in it. Those are held items. Like put down a crystallarium, put the gem in, fairy dust it. I'm going to test out mannequins as well. What crazy panning spot is that? I can put down a Rarecrow and put a hat on the Rarecrow. Now we discovered last time on Wednesday that the hat remains on the Rarecrow when it is removed from this area. And we'll show what happens with that. Now I believe by putting the one Rarecrow down here with the living hat on it, I can duplicate that living hat as many times as I want. And we will be testing that soon. I want to test what happens with machines like this that are ready. What happens to the held item? Will this be similar? Will it be similar to what we saw with the sprinklers? And that shows the pressure nozzle on them. Speaking of pressure nozzles, we'll do that as well. And one other thing that I'm wanting to test, what happens to mannequins and the clothes that they wear? What don't I care about losing? I don't like shrimp. We'll put a mystery shirt on one as well. We'll put some hats on, dark and red. We've got plenty of those, and we know how to get our hats back as well. Honestly, that will do. Let's just do that. I reckon we can do some decorating up here. What kind of decorations do we want to do up here? maybe they're a bit hungry. We can put like a big, bountiful dining table up here. Maybe a bit higher up. Do we want to stick with an underwater theme? Stone slab at the bottom? Maybe a couple of blue armchairs would be good. Or we could go crazy with ceramic pillars. Model ship. Reckon we put a few of those around. A cabinet. Fish tank. Could we put fish in the fish tank? I might go grab some fish. I think a stone slab down there could be good. Model ships up there. I think we could put... Yeah, look at that. Oh yes, we can put fish up there. Okay, yep. We're getting the underwater theme. Brilliance is happening. Plonk down a big banquet table. Raw fish. Love it. Let's go do some testing now. I really hope I haven't lost the living hat. Now we have a bunch of chests. Very important that I put these Rarecrows out here. I don't want these in my inventory when I take the other Rarecrow out of the chest. So we have a bunch of stuff in here, including 3 crystallariums. They stacked together. We have a Rarecrow. We have the iridium sprinkler, the quality sprinkler. We have the mannequins. What we don't see in here is the clothes. We don't see the living hat. We don't see the mystery shirts and the mystery hats and everything else in there. We don't see the pressure nozzles. That definitely went down. We don't see the jades or the earth crystals. Let me see if I can duplicate the fiber hat, the living hat. So I'm going to take this Rarecrow out of the chest. Boom, it's now in my inventory. And when I hold this, you can see that above my head, there's no hat. But see where when I go to place it, you see the living hat on the head of the Rarecrow. Now, I'm not going to place it just yet. What I'm going to do now is come to this chest and take all of these Rarecrows out. And these will stack on top of this one. And I believe that whenever I place any of these Rarecrows, once they've been stacked, that I will basically have unlimited living hats. Boom. Still got the living hat on it. We'll come over here. Living hat, 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 living hat. And I pop these. I have successfully duplicated the living hat. I place the Rarecrow down. There's a living hat on it. When I pick the Rarecrow back up, it goes back onto the stack and gets another living hat. I have infinite living hats now. Okay, now let's go see what happens with the crystallariums. I've taken the crystallariums out. Will we see a visual glitch? If we do see a visual glitch, will the item remain when we place it? Let's find out. Interesting how it was the earth crystal that was there. If I place this, will we get this earth crystal? Look at that. But I don't actually. It's just the one that's being held. It's a visual glitch only. When I go to place it down, it's no longer loaded into the crystallarium. Visual glitch only. It's cool though. I have an infinite stack of visual glitches. Yes. Now, what has happened to the mannequins? This is going to be the same thing. We see a hat, we place it, it keeps the hat. We can duplicate any... Can we duplicate boots? Have we just found the infinite money? Like the crystallariums... We didn't get the item out of that. The pressure nozzles on the sprinklers, we couldn't get the money out of that. Boots sell for things, don't they? We need to sleep a year. We need to do night market again. We need to duplicate boots. Boots don't stack in inventory. You go up to the Adventures Guild. You place, you collect, you sell. You place, you collect, you sell. I don't see this being allowed in speed runs, but I think we've got an infinite money glitch. The reason why it didn't work with the crystallariums is that when you go to place an item, the game actually makes a brand new copy of the item. And the held item of craftables like this isn't copied over. So you place that, that is a brand new copy. Even when you place the last one, so even when this is the last crystallarium, even when I place that, it doesn't keep its held item. That's because it generates brand new held items, or brand new objects which don't have held items. But then I can come back, I place it on top of that one, pick it back up, and I no longer have the glitch. Dang it. It's still funny how these don't stack with each other. because one is a chest and the other one is an object with a name chest. The reason why it works for the Rarecrows, potentially also the mannequins, I haven't actually looked at the code for the mannequins, is that the hat is not a held item. It gets stored in a preserved parent item index, I think is the name. It's the field that's used to say what item was used to create like pickles or wine or jelly. And boots are stored similarly. They are stored, let's have a look. Mannequin, placement action. Get one as mannequin. Get one new. That's the same path that goes down for the objects that lose them. So I would have actually expected that to have dropped off. Get one new. Get one there. Get one copy from it, overwrites it, and it actually explicitly copies it. I think mannequins would still work just fine if you didn't have this. But because we do have this, here's our boots. Here is where it clones our boots. Here is where we can get infinite money. Okay, let's go prove that. Can you duplicate legendary fish and fish tanks with that same method? Good question. Note how we did not get any fish tanks in the chest. We placed fish tanks, we placed tables, we placed chairs, we placed columns. Those did not go into the inventory and into the chests on the beach. Those are still in the Mermaid Show. Furniture doesn't get moved. Craftables do. Good question though. Okay, so on this mannequin here, I will place my boots. Okay, here's our one chest. We'll put those in there. Now in here we've got one mannequin, one crystallarium, one Rarecrow. So now when we place this, let's go make use of our infinite source of mermaid boots. Hats, clothing, pants, you can't sell anywhere. They have no sell value. However, there is one thing you can put on a mannequin that you can sell, and that's boots. So by constantly placing these mannequins down and getting the boots back, another round of mermaid boots. Don't mind if I do. Welcome to a new infinite money glitch, newly discovered. Boot sale. These boots were made for challenge running. That's just what they'll do. I don't see this being used in speedruns. I don't see it being allowed in speedruns. Even if it was allowed, I don't see it being used. I wonder.